We can't believe that this is the 15th anniversary. We are so proud as a foundation that we've been on a journey that we didn't know we were going to be on. We just wanted to honor the sacrifice of Stephen, what he did that day, and all those who perished on 9/11. We couldn't be more proud of what we've been able to accomplish.
And that, of course, was the chairman and CEO of Tunnel to Towers, our man Frank Stiller, who we love. Known him for a lot of years. And Mary, we have some luminaries on the stage with us here today.
The wait is over. The 25,000 runners have been ready to go. And thank you so much for joining us on the stage. America's Mayor Rudy Giuliani, great to see you. Giles Bowman with Home Depot Foundation, great to see you, as well as Shannon Gerber. Thank you so much. Are you ready? You've been practicing.
We are ready to go for the 15th straight year.
Hold on one second.
Hold on, let's count it down all together now.
We're going to count you down.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Go!
And they are off. Year 15, bigger and better than ever. Such a testament to this race after what we saw at Seaside Park 2 weeks ago. Not only are those runners here today, but I know the Monday after that incident in Seaside Park, they had the single biggest ticket sales for this race. What does that say about the resiliency of the people that run this race?
It shows you they have the resiliency that Stephen Stiller had, and that this foundation has, that realizes that the baton has been passed from the firefighters and the police officers to our soldiers. They're now catastrophically wounded, and the Stiller Foundation is building hundreds and hundreds of homes for them. That's what this is all about. We realize we're at war. Radical Islamic terrorism struck us on September 11th. It struck us in San Bernardino, and it's on the rise again. But look what we have. We've got resiliency, we've got courage, and we've got God and goodness on our side.
And Mr. Mayor, talk to us about the security that's needed to put on this race, especially today, especially this year, especially what we've just been through.
Well, we're fortunate in New York to have the best police department in the world, without any doubt. And their terrorism program is excellent. It's the best in the nation. It's really the exemplary program that everyone else tries to copy. So I'm very confident the New York Police Department will keep us safe today as they do every day. They're just a wonderful group of people, and along with the fire department, New Yorkers don't know how fortunate they are.
What do you tell people, though, that see these acts of terrorism now? And again, I go back to Seaside Park because it was a race similar to this, where service members were being honored. What do you say to them to put them at ease, to tell them, you know what, you can come to this race, everything's going to be fine. There are security and precautionary measures in place.
You know,
not that they're worried.
You know, what I tell them is life is not without risk, and terrorism is one of the risks that we run today in life. But so do we run the risk of being injured, getting cancer, and a lot of others. And let's deal with this risk of terrorism in proportion. Let's fight them, let's defeat them, and let's get rid of them, because they hurt a lot of innocent people. But let's not be afraid of them.
Mr. Mayor, thank you again. Stay with us, please, as we continue to watch this race. And Mary, the 15th annual Tunnel to Towers run, a time to pay homage, of course, to Stephen Stiller, and literally run in the footsteps of a hero. We're honoring Stephen today and each and every year. We're honoring loved ones lost on 9/11, and many participating in this event, Mary, as you know, find it very cathartic.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on.
The feeling of community and support is indeed electric when 25,000 people run in honor of Stephen Stiller and all those who died on 9/11. The yearly run is an enduring legacy of bravery and a powerful visual testament to the resiliency of the American people. The charity has taken one of the darkest days in American history and turned it into a foundation that continues to give back to those who protect and serve our country.
We are most certainly there for our men and women in uniform. Those are coming back, the most catastrophically injured service members, where we're building specially adapted smart homes all over the country for them.
On September 11th, 2001, Stephen was off duty and on his way to meet his brothers to play golf when his scanner alerted him to the attacks at the World Trade Towers. He turned around and grabbed his turnout gear instead of his golf clubs and raced to the burning towers. His truck was stopped at the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel. Undaunted, he strapped on 60 pounds of gear and ran through the tunnel and into history.
I'm sure he was running and saying, God, you know, I have children, but his job was to save people, and that overcame everything.
And when the building went down, I turned to my mother-in-law. I said, Nancy, I think I just lost my brother.
Stephen Siller and 342 of his firefighting brethren perished on that fateful day, along with close to 3,000 Americans, drawing our country into a war. Stephen Siller is a modern-day hero.
We are the heroes of our time.
In Stephen's honor, the Tunnel to Towers Foundation was formed. They started the Building for America's Bravest program, which designs and constructs homes for the most critically wounded soldiers.
We are the heroes of our time.
These heroes lost so much protecting our freedom. These uber high-tech homes allow these heroes to be in their homes alone and regain control over their lives.
I'm not going to have to rely on anybody to do certain things for me.
Corporate donations are still the cornerstone of their fundraising efforts to build these homes, coming from GMC, Johnson & Johnson, the New York Jets, Home Depot, and Carpet One. The New York race is the highest profile and largest fundraising event of the year. There are many other events that occur around the country to support the foundation. The most exclusive is a golf outing and auction at Liberty National Golf Club.
We started about 3 or 4 years ago to get really high-level sponsors, some of the major corporations in the country. So we wanted to do an event and also raise a huge amount of money for building homes for the people who need it the most, the people who are protecting us the most.
The Tunnel to Towers run started as a small community event in 2002 with just 2,500 runners. It has grown to include runners now from all over the world, with over 325,000 people retracing Stephen's steps here in New York. The foundation has raised an incredible $70 million since 2002. One thing is for sure, when 25,000 people get together to lend support to the Tunnel to Towers Foundation, it becomes magical.
Ooh, it's something magical. It's in the air, it's in my blood, it's rushing on.
Mary, truly is magic what they do. You heard that, 15 years, $70 million. And I know people at home say, well, if I donate money to the cause, how much actually goes to the programs and services? 93 cents of every dollar goes right to all the programs and services donated by the Tunnel to Towers.
Tunnel to Towers charitable efforts started with helping the families of FDNY first responders that then moved to building homes for catastrophically wounded servicemen and women. Today, its focus is helping the families of police officers murdered in the line of duty.
Breaking news in Brooklyn. A gunman ambushes 2 police officers, killing both of them just days before Christmas.
When tragedy struck close to home with the executions of NYPD detectives Wenjin Liu and Rafael Ramos, Tunnel to Towers started a fundraising effort to pay off both families' mortgages. In just 10 short days, they raised an incredible $1.2 million. That money covered both mortgages, and there was enough funds left over to help renovate both homes.
It was a huge relief knowing that they could raise that money so that we wouldn't have to worry about losing our home.
I'm never gonna let you down.
The ribbon-cutting ceremony officially signaled the completion of the renovations to the Ramos house. Tunnel to Towers donated $100,000 for the renovations. That included new siding, a front porch, 2 fireplaces, a brand new kitchen and basement.
I'm glad that me and the boys can enjoy spending time here in the same home that I shared with my husband, and we made so many memories here together, so I really didn't want to leave this home. I wanted to stay.
When things happen, it's very obvious to us when we have to step in and do the right thing. We're there for Detective Liu and Ramos. We were there for the 5 police officers that were just slain in Dallas.
So we begin with breaking news. A devastating and deadly night in Dallas as snipers claimed the lives of 5 police officers.
It happened while as many as 800 protesters hit the streets to march against the recent police shootings.
Both widows traveled to Dallas with the Tunnel to Towers Foundation in the wake of the July 7th killing of 5 officers during an anti-police brutality protest. Their goal was to comfort and support the families of the murdered officers. Both widows empathized with the families' losses and both donated $10,000 to the Tunnel to Towers Fund.
When we were at our lowest point in our lives, they were there for us, and we thanked them for that. And I just want to be the first to give a check from my husband's foundation that I started.
The foundation raised $500,000. They donated $100,000 to each of the families of the 5 murdered officers to assist with their housing needs. In an emotional ceremony, Maritza and Pei laid a wreath at the Dallas Memorial and were part of the Tunnel to Towers team that delivered the funds to the families.
It doesn't take the pain away, but knowing that financially they don't have to worry about that income that they've lost because now they don't have their loved one bringing in that check, I think that's very important.
It is a great foundation, and it helps our families go through a lot of emotionally, financially.
Donations came from every state in the country and from around the world. People in Germany, Japan, and Australia donated funds. Celebrities that supported the cause included country star Naomi Judd, Mayor Giuliani, and Jets center Nick Mangold.
Right after the 5 police officers down in Dallas were killed, and doing a little bit of research, seeing how much of the money donated goes to these families, it was a great opportunity to help, and I hope many people do.
New York's finest and the Dallas Police Department immensely grateful for all the work done by the Tunnel to Towers Foundation.
Speaking of New York's finest, what do you say we head out to Alice Gaynor, who's on the promenade with one of the NYPD's finest. Alice.
Thanks, Chris and Mary. I'm joined with the NYPD's Chief of Detectives, Robert Boyce. Now, what does it mean to have the support of the foundation? They paid off the mortgages for the families of Detectives Ramos and Liu.
It takes just an edge off their lives. Some of the misery is gone, and we can't thank the charity enough. It's 14 years now, this race. It really helps us out a lot. So it's a tremendous charity for them, and knowing the Liu family, the Ramos family, Lems, it really helped them out a lot.
And talking about the Lem family, you were at that Superman concert benefiting the family of Detective Joseph Lem, who was killed overseas in Afghanistan. What was that experience like?
It was great just coming together, so much talent on the stage, seeing his daughter up there singing. It was just a great night. It really was.
And today, what's your favorite part about today?
Just people coming back into, out of a tragedy, on this great day where we all get together again. It really is a beautiful morning, just like it was on September 11th.
All right, Chief, thank you so much. We want to send it back to my colleague, Chris Raggi, at the start line. Chris.
Okay, Alice, thanks so much. Great stuff. Once again, we are joined by not only Mr. Mayor, but Mr. Chairman as well, as long as our representatives from Home Depot are here who have done so much in these efforts, not only with the smart homes, but with this race, and we thank you guys at Home Depot. And Mr. Mayor, as the chairman of this event, so far what you've seen, I know we continue to talk about this event growing and growing, but this year, record numbers, it continues to just
Well, it's very heartwarming to see the resiliency of New Yorkers after what happened, just last week, and to see them all show up, and biggest numbers ever. Wouldn't be possible without Home Depot and the personal contribution of Bernie Marcus, who's a great patriot, one of the founders of Home Depot. Wouldn't be possible without CBS putting this on every year.
We love it so much.
Really appreciate it, Christine. Thank you very, very much. Thank you to Home Depot.
Thank you
so much. And we're watching as the final runners are making their way through the start line. So what do you say? Let's head over to the finish line.
Let's do it. Great start. How about a great finish?
Christine,
Maurice, KJ?
over to you.
Okay, guys, thanks so much. We're going to feel some of that energy coming our way shortly because we know it's palpable there. We'll be here soon. Now, later in the broadcast, we're going to share with you the story of the Superman concert and who it benefited.
Also coming up, more about the Building for America's Bravest program. We're going to talk about those smart homes that are making such a difference in many families' lives. Stay with us. You're watching Tunnel to Towers, the 15th anniversary.